Hello children, in today's session we are going to look at how children reach school in forest areas. We saw different landforms and how children in different landforms reach school. Today we are going to look at children in forest area, how they reach school. We have to go through a thick forest to reach school. At some places, it is so thick that even sunlight does not pass through. It is also very silent there. You can only hear the sounds of different birds and other creatures. Have you ever been to a forest? In case if you have been to, when you read through these lines, you will get memories of how forests look like. It becomes very dark over there. Even daytime, you might not even receive sunshine. എല്ലാവരുടെയും ഇരുട്ടായിരിക്കും. കുറേ സൗണ്ട്സ്, ബേർഡ്സിന്റെ ചെർപ്പിംഗ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചില ക്രീച്ചേഴ്സ് കരയണ, ചില ഇൻസെക്ട്സിന്റെ സൗണ്ട്സ്, and it will be silence all around. So people and you don't get vehicles in these places. Forest ന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ കൂടി vehicles പോവില്ല, അല്ലേ? So you may have to walk കുറേ ദൂരം നടന്നിട്ടാണ്. You may have to walk long distances to reach your school. So talking about jungles or talking about forest, there's one such forest in the state of Karnataka, which is very close to, or which is a neighbor state of Kerala. Keralathinte neighboring state aayittulla Karnatakathile there's one such rainforest. This place is called the Cherrapunji of the south. Cherrapunji once used to be the place that received highest rainfall in India. ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ റെയിൻഫോൾ റിസീവ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്ന പ്ലേസ് ആയിരുന്നു ചിറാപുഞ്ചി. Now Cherrapunji is not the wettest place. So as an assignment or as a small curious thing to do, please find out which is the wettest place in India as of today. Cherrapunji was once a wettest place. ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ റെയിൻഫോൾ റിസീവ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്ന പ്ലേസ് ആയിരുന്നു ചിറാപുഞ്ചി. Now it is not Cherrapunji. So you have to find which is the wettest place in India as of today. Now coming back to the rainforest that is in our neighborhood, we are talking about Cherrapunji of the south, and it is Agumbe. ആ സ്ഥലത്തിന്റെ പേര് Agumbe എന്നാണ്. So when talking about the place, I'm reminded of a very famous TV series based on a novel by Mr. R.K. Narayanan, and the name of this novel was Swami and His Friends. Swami and His Friends ne base cheyidittu there was a TV series in the late 80s. You can check with your parents if they remember something called Malgudi Days. Malgudi Days was shot in Agumbe. Karnatakathilana Agumbe enna place ulladu. It is also called the cobra capital because of the density of cobras in that area. Rainforest ana, biodiversity ki famous aayittulla place ana. South India highest rainfall receiving place ana. It is called the Cherrapunji of the south. It is also called cobra capital. So in case if you get a chance, try if you can get the book by R.K. Narayanan called Swami and His Friends. So that is about children, how they reach school from jungles. Now moving on to the next Now it is how children in snow-filled mountains. We know when we go to northern hills, അതായത് ഹിമാലയാസ് ഒക്കെ പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ നോർത്തേൺ ഇന്ത്യ തൊട്ടിട്ട് നോർത്ത് വെസ്റ്റേൺ ഇന്ത്യയിലേക്ക് സ്പ്രെഡ് ചെയ്ത് കിടക്കുന്ന മൗണ്ടൻ റേഞ്ചസ് ആണ് ഹിമാലയാസ് അല്ലെ. വി സ്പോക്ക് അബൌട്ട് ലഡാക്ക്. Ladakh is not part of Himalayas. It is an extension. It is part of something called Trans Himalayas. അതിന്റെ താഴെയായിട്ട് വരുന്ന മൗണ്ടൻ റീജിയൻ ആണ് ഹിമാലയാസ് എന്നുള്ളത്. I know all of you would have heard about Himalayas. Himalayas is the largest mountain range. Highest peak in the world is in the Himalayas. Highest peak എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ Mount Everest ആണ് highest peak. Himalayan mountain range il varunnathana, but it is not a part of India. Indiada part alla Mount Everest, but part of Himalayan mountain range inde oru part Indialum extend ചെയ്ത് കിടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. You might have heard about places like Uttarakhand, like and I'm sure all of you might have heard about Himachal Pradesh. So ഇതെല്ലാം സ്നോ ഫിൽഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള റീജിയൻസ് ആണ്. ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് കവേർഡ് വിത്ത് സ്നോ ത്രൂ ഔട്ട് ദ ഇയർ. ദർ ആർ പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ഹിമാലയാസ് ദാറ്റ് ആർ കവേർഡ് ബൈ സ്നോ ത്രൂ ഔട്ട് ദ ഇയർ, ബട്ട് നോട്ട് ഓൾ. എല്ലാ റീജിയൻസും അങ്ങനെ സ്നോ ഫിൽഡ് അല്ല. So when I talk about snow filled mountains, at least you might have seen in some movies or some songs of snow-filled mountains, like illegal pictures lo okay idupolte snow-filled mountains kandittundo, and I'm sure most of you would have wanted to visit such places, and some of you would have already visited. In case if you have visited any of these places, do share your experience in Google's classroom in the stream il post. Please do post it so that we can also read and enjoy what you have experienced. I have never been to a snow-filled mountain, so definitely I too would love to visit one of these places one day. In case if any one of you have visited, please do share your memories, and see how we reach school. We go to school through miles of snow. We hold hands and walk carefully. If the snow is soft, our feet sink into it. When the snow is frozen, we may slip and fall. So this gives us an idea as to how difficult it is to walk on snow. So there are children who live in these areas. During winters, it's extremely cold, and snowfall occurs during winter. It's very difficult to walk through snow. But it looks very pretty. The whole area is covered with all white snow and all those things. There are parts of India in the northern hills, as I mentioned, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, then parts of northeastern states they all have snow-filled mountains. Now, again, coming to Uttarakhand, some parts of Uttarakhand is very rocky too. We live in the mountains. The paths are rocky, and you can imagine how hard it is to walk on rocks. You can see children going to school walking on rocks. Since we are not used to these places, the rocky mountains we used to, we might find it extremely difficult to walk. But once you get used to these conditions, you may be able to walk faster. So we live in the mountains. The paths are rocky and uneven. The children who live in the plains will find it difficult to walk on these, but we can easily race up and down. So you can see this is where Uttarakhand is. Uttarakhand is the capital, Dehradun. No matter whether there is a dense forest, farms, mountains or snow on the way, we manage to reach school. So whatever be the landform, people in India, different parts of India reach school in different ways. So I hope it is clear how children reach school, the different modes of transport, the different landforms that we see across India. With that, I'll stop my today's session, children. Please go through the video, and in case if you have any doubts, please do post it in the stream. Thank you and take care.